Morning everyone, welcome to another video. My name's Yun. Today is December 25th. That's right, it is Christmas Day today, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like to be a dairy farmer on Christmas. On top of the fact that I have to feed and milk twice today, it's also just snowed. The drive out to the farm this morning was pretty gnarly. There's definitely some, 12-inch drifts out there, and there's definitely going to be some snow pushing this morning if we can get to it. So it's going to be a busy day. It's going to be long. We're going to have to put bedding in the corrals, but we'll get her done. There's about 4:05 in the morning right now, and we got about 345 cows to milk. That group's all ready for cows. We're gonna let our milked cows back into group 1. Then we're gonna head back to the parlor. I got a couple of questions in the last video. First one, how is that weather front going? Keep us updated. It's pretty much moved on from us. Tonight it's gonna get down to -25. Right now it's -15. So that cold front that hit us pretty hard there is now further down south than us right now. So luckily it's cleared up in the barn. As you guys can see, we can see all the way to the back of the barn again finally, which is so nice. You take it for granted until you get a week of that cold weather, and now it's just a lot more fun to be in the barns. It's a lot more fun to work on the farm in general. We're gonna head back to the parlor, help finish milking. The other question I got was keep us updated on 1332. So if you guys watched the last video, we found a cow with some pretty severe internal bleeding. We caught her, it looks like on time. We gave her a few treatments of oxymin powder, and it seemed to help her out. So that was 36 hours ago when she got her first treatment when we found her. And this is her now, a total of 36 hours after we first found her. Now when I first found her, her ears were ice cold and her temperature was dropping. I think that's because of her severe bleeding, but since then, it looks like we stopped that bleeding on the inside because she's doing a lot better. Her ears are warmer, and yeah, she seems to be doing better. Honestly, I didn't know if she was gonna do too well, but she definitely seems to be doing better. She's always a bit of a tamer cow, so she's not gonna get up right away, but her eyes look less sunken in. She continues to eat, which is the biggest thing. The most important thing for a cow when they get sick is they just need to keep eating, and that's what this lady is doing. So she seems to be doing better. Hopefully she'll have a speedy recovery. Just started feeding. I took over from Dad. He started this morning and he fed the first entire load to the milk cows and dropped it in the barn. So I got a head start this morning, which is gonna help me out a lot. Pretty awesome. But we're in the corrals now and I'm about to drop feed for our dry cows and bred heifer pens. I just want to show you guys the situation in the corrals right now. You can see there is a lot of snow in these ladies' corrals. There's straw pack. There's not much of it visible at all. You can see a little bit where a cow is laying down, but that whole area there should be straw, and it's just completely covered in snow this morning. Same with that corral over there. There's just no exposed straw anywhere anymore. Another huge downside to snow in the winter is these feed bunks. Now, since I've started this YouTube channel, I've seen a lot of suggestions. There's a lot of tools that you can hook behind an implement or on a skid steer to clean these bunks out, but Dad hasn't made the move yet, so we're gonna be stuck with a shovel in the next coming days. We're gonna have to scoop these bunks out. We kind of decided, because today is Christmas, we'll just feed on top of it and deal with it on a later date, which is kind of nice. But yeah, you can see full of snow. That's gonna need to be shoveled out. I had to show you guys this. That's the most intense sundials I've seen all winter, I think. It almost looks like there's two mini rainbows on the sides. Crazy, man. One more load to go for the milk cows, and then we're done. It would be pretty cool to get some drone shots of the farm with those sundials in the background. But when I was filming the last drone shots for that, like that extreme cold video, I smacked it into another tree. And completely rode it off. So I need to go buy my 4th drone. Kinda thinking about the Mavic 3, like the normal one with the zoom lens on there. I really like that zoom feature on the drones, so I don't know, we'll see. I don't think Santa put one underneath the tree for me this year, so I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy it myself. Would you look at that little bugger? That's a doe. She's looking for some Christmas breakfast, I guess. She's definitely looking at the right place. Dad did. He put tags at each bin. So this is dried distiller's grain. Over here we got beet pulp. And then up here, he did it for these 4 commodity bins as well. So we got the barley. So these 2 bins are both barley. And then we have a new ingredient for today, actually, oats. So we bought a couple loads of oats, put it through the hammer mill, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't actually know how well that's going to feed to the cows. Apparently you can sub it out for barley 50-50. So we're now subbing whey permeate and oats, so we're feeding quite a bit less barley because of it. Barley still tends to be the most expensive ingredient that we're adding to our TMR, so we're trying to save a bit of money there. I think we only paid $4 a bushel for those oats. Quite a bit cheaper than barley right now, at I believe $7 or $8. So there we save a little bit of money with the feed mill. Still a long way from paying this sucker off though. And of course, since we have the 2 bins feeding the same commodity, might as well send it as hard as we can. Nice. So other things that are going on today, we're obviously pushing snow. Feder came this morning, Christmas morning, so shout out to him, he's pushing snow. And they're also putting bedding in the corrals right now. That is very much so needed. Those corrals were, you guys saw it, completely covered in snow. That's starting to be a big pile. Pushing snow with 2 wheel loaders at one time has to be one of the most fun things you could do. Starting our afternoon shift now, grabbing group 1. Hopefully things go smooth this afternoon. The first group's all done. Gonna put the cows back in, except, wow. That's crazy. Look at how much this fan right here is just dripping down with condensation. That is insane. Don't know how sustainable that is. That's because it was really cold. A lot of ice is up there, and now all of a sudden it's warm enough for it to start melting. Wow, wow, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a fan drip as hard as that. Anyway, we finished that first group. I've been preaching the Juno a little bit too much, it looks like, lately, so we're gonna have to drive it to the other side of our crossover before we can let group 1 back in. So see how quick we can get that done. See, once it hits that curve, it just... There might be something wrong with the right wheel. Like, it might be worn out, or it kind of pulls way too hard over the one way. It's stupid. There must be something wrong with that right wheel. Got our Juno back in the parking spot, and I noticed another issue. Our door, it's a little bit off the ground, and you can see a ton of ice is built up this afternoon all along the bottom, so that's going to be no good for tomorrow morning. Gonna have to lift this door, chip all the ice away, put some salt down. That's definitely sealing up a lot better. Should be good for tomorrow morning now. We got the last 2 lines from group 1 in the parlor right now. Group 2 is being loaded. Come on, ladies. Let's get it. Okay, let's go. Let's get into the parlor, ladies. Come on. Yep. Some good girls. Come on. I'm standing on top of our crowd gate right now, and this crowd gate has been progressively getting slower and slower over the last couple of months. And I thought it was because it was not getting greased properly, but recently it's almost stopped moving completely. So I started looking at it this afternoon when we were milking, and this hose that delivers the air pressure to the crowd gate so it can move back and forth, that actually sprung a leak. And it's exactly where it moves back and forth on the wire that holds it up. So I'll try and see if I can find a piece that you guys can see. So right there where my thumb is, there's a hole, and that's because it's constantly moving back and forth with the crowd gate. You can see our dealer, they went ahead and put a plastic coating around the steel wire to protect it. But I guess it still wore through. It's been 3.5 years now, so It's not terrible. We'll have to get some new hose for everything though. I'm gonna duct tape it up for now though, temporary, because this crowd gate is almost not moving anymore. There, it's moving a lot faster than it was now. Sounds a lot better too. We had 2 Christmas cows today, so we got the 2 fresh cows in the parlor right now. They're right there, these 2 ladies. So that means we gotta give 2 calcium boluses this evening. This is just a calcium booster for those cows. A lot of milk cows get a calcium deficiency when they calve in, and then they get what's called milk fever. This is pretty hard on cows, so this helps them prevent getting milk fever. I feel like I was hiding from me. Girl. Parlor's all clean. Got to push up feed for the pack barn there. And then we're going to also push it up in the freestyle barn because the Juno fell behind today. And then that's about it. Our lens is starting to fog up pretty bad here, but you guys can see still, that's a huge improvement, and the Juno is now going to be able to keep up with it. I start to suspect that something is up with that Juno, a little more complicated than just the cold. Maybe one of the drive wheels isn't 100% or something like that, or it's worn out maybe, I don't know. But it starts to look like it's messing up a little bit. I have been saying that thing's been issue free, but it can only go for so long, I guess. Anyway, I gotta get that Juno going again, turn it on, and then I gotta rush home, shower, and get to my parents. Otherwise, there's gonna be no Christmas dinner left for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram at Asquith Sk, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.